Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And we're going to talk about Quantum Leap.
Yes.
They're doing a sequel series to the original 1980s classic.
Of course, because you have to do it for everything now, right?
But I'm really kind of interested because it's not a reboot.
Yes.
It is a sequel. So the original series did happen. And it sounds like, at least from the write-up, that it's going to be at least somewhat respectful of the original series. Now, there were a lot of rumors flying around that it was going to be completely woke, and it still might be. But
At this day and age, most likely.
Very, very possible. But the fact that it's actually a sequel and not a reboot, gives me a little bit of encouragement. And they do have people that worked on the original series, including the producer, was Don Belisario. I think he was NCIS too. So he's still working on it. Unfortunately, Dean Stockwell has passed.
Well, he probably wasn't going to be brought back in anyway.
No, but it would have been nice to have a cameo or
what
something.
What I think would be nice is if they do the show, they need to bring Scott Bakula back, and they have to bring Sam Beckett back because the last episode of Quantum Leap was bullshit. And it was awful, and they can undo that shit show.
Yeah, we'll talk about that, because the ending of Quantum Leap was, well, one, it was a huge kick in the gut to a lot of fans of the show, and there was an alternate ending that was gonna set things up for, I guess, future. Never happened, though. So we'll talk about this. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, rants, guys. Over 260,000 subs.
Yay!
Thank you so much for the support. We do talk about 1980s and 90s entertainment, being 80s and 90s kids, and Quantum Leap was a pretty big deal back then.
It was.
I never understood why we had this really high-tech show, though, and it had the most, peppy after-school special soundtrack. Yeah. It was like that just never really fit, but oh well. It was a pretty interesting concept, right? And of course they're going to bring it back because... Of course they are. Everything comes back. But at least it's a sequel and not a reboot.
Yeah, thank goodness. So you're going to read this? Yeah,
so this is coming from The Wrap today. Raymond Lee lands lead in NBC's Quantum Leap sequel series. He's from Kevin Can Fuck Himself. He's going to play a spiritual successor to Scott Bakula's character. So he is a doctor. I think it's Ben Song. A spiritual successor to Scott Bakula's beloved time traveler, Dr. Sam Beckett. Per NBC, the character is both a scientist and a man of faith. He's a world-renowned physicist working on a time travel project known as Quantum Leap. So this actually could be a kind of an interesting angle to play, as long as they don't dunk on his faith constantly. Be like, oh, you still believe in God.
Yeah.
Jeez, believe the science.
We don't know what his faith is, so,
That's true.
So it's 3 decades after the original series, obviously. The new log line for the Quantum Leap pilot. It's been 30 years since Dr. Sam Beckett stepped into the Quantum Leap accelerator and vanished.
Died.
And now a new team has been assembled to restart the project in hopes of understanding the mysteries behind the machine and the man who created it. Well, I'm hoping to God they use that machine to go get Sam Beckett and bring his ass back, because the way they ended that original show sucked ass, and it made me mad.
Yeah, a lot of people were mad. That was like the 80s had these twist endings to these shows, and
just pissed everybody off.
Yeah, they just pissed everybody off. I mean, I'm thinking the ending of Newhart, where the whole thing was a dream.
What was the other one? St. Elsewhere?
St. Elsewhere, where the whole thing was
a snow globe.
Snow globe dream. Yeah, it's like you're seeing a common thread here.
Yeah, it's like, so, that he was dead the whole time or whatever. No. No. Let's use this opportunity to right what once was wrong and all that. Whatever they say in the intro.
Yeah, what they say.
I forget off the top of my head what they say, but
Anyway, yeah, do that thing that you say in the intro.
That's right.
Do that thing, because Google is.
I am tired, and I haven't seen the show in a long time.
Google is hard.
Remember the song though.
Yeah. Do. Okay, yeah. Lee currently stars on AMC's Kevin Can Fuck Himself.
You just like saying that.
Sam Beckett can fuck himself. He was also a series regular on Here and Now. Recurring roles include Made for Love, Prodigal Son, Mozart in the Jungle. Is that a reality show? Scandal. The hour-long pilot is from La Brea executive producers And the creators, Quantum Leap creator Don Belisario and co-narrator Deborah Pratt, who wrote a lot of the shows. We check the credits.
So let's hope that this actually is good, because they really, really, really effed up. And then there was this.
Yeah, so this was
a couple weeks ago?
A couple of weeks ago, yeah, Cosmic Book News. And we didn't cover it because we're like, I don't know. Is it worth talking about? There were all kinds of rumors that the show was going to be super, super woke. That they were going to have, present day politics shoved into it. But here's the thing. Quantum Leap did address politics often. Politics and religion and sexuality.
Oh, yeah, all the time.
Because we had, privileged white male Sam Beckett leaping into the bodies of non-white, non-male people.
Yeah, it happened often. And here's the thing, he even did what he did people with special needs. Here's the thing, though, because it's set 30 years in the future, obviously, that's relevant because he couldn't leap past this timeline of his life.
Yeah.
So we have to set it to current timeline. So we're going to go back to the 80s and the 90s.
We're going to go back to 2020. We're going to go back to 2016.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. He's going to leap into the...
I'm sure it's going to... I'm not going to lie.
He's going to leap into Trump. Oh, my God.
They would do
Would they do that?
I don't know. Wouldn't it be handy someone like him? I fully expect modern day politics inserted into this.
I'm sure.
However, that does not necessarily mean it's a bad show. Because based on what kind of show this was, and like you said, it was always very political. It actually works with this show. I'm just really afraid they're going to ruin it. I'm so tired of them. Why can't we just make a new show? But
yeah, because you said the first episode is supposedly going to deal with a leap into a woman who's divorcing her husband, but Sam Beckett leapt in. Sounds bad. Sam Beckett leapt into women often.
Well, apparently the actor leapt into women often, too. That was a whole other story from what I understand. But
these were the original leaked character descriptions. Dr. Ben Prasad, but now apparently, because Raymond Lee is now Ben Song. So apparently they were going to have a Muslim character.
Well, yes, that it was Faith, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, the description goes on that supposedly they're going to have a non-binary chief architect for the OWL program. Look, if you're more comfortable around machines than you are people, that might make sense. I'll give you that one. Although, we're dealing with a non-binary character who deals in zeros and ones.
I just thought that was funny.
Yeah, and then they think that the new owl is going to be Herbert Magic Williams.
Oh, okay, that's the new owl.
Sounds like a basketball player, but he's a Vietnam vet. And he's a black man in the 60s. That might actually be kind of funny.
Yeah.
Of course he's going to be funny. You got to have the funny black sidekick because that's progressive.
Right. Yeah, I know.
So I don't know. I mean, look, it's current year. It's current year. It's going to be what it's going to be.
My favorite episode of Quantum Leap was the Halloween one where they did Stephen King, and it was like Stevie King, but it was like he leapt into this other writer. And, it would end up like, it wasn't out, it was like Satan was trying to stop him. It freaked the hell out of me because I was a kid at the time. But that's my favorite episode ever of Quantum Leap.
I was just thinking like how much Quantum Leap reminded me of Highway to Heaven. It was kind of the same.
I didn't really watch Highway to Heaven. I know what it is. I just didn't really watch it.
So I think Sam Beckett now is the new angel. He got zapped to death. And now he's
the new. I don't know. I'm just hoping they go rescue his ass. That would be glorious.
They'll rescue his ass. But yeah, they were gonna have a different ending, and I guess that some of the
they should have gone with a different ending.
Yeah. As passionate as Quantum Leap's fan base was, it's coming from Screen Rant and still is. As much as the critics loved it, the show was never a huge rating hit.
That's true.
Yeah. So they canceled it multiple times before it finally got canceled after season 5's finale. This led the producers to refashion what had been intended as a mere season finale into a permanent
that
ending.
Makes sense. They were going to undo it, like they were going to do more with it the next season, and they had to just.
Yep.
Okay. That was dumb. That explains everything.
An ending which infamously revealed via on-screen text.
Yeah,
that
yes.
Sam never returned home.
Yes.
Of course, it was originally intended that Sam's meeting with a godlike bartender would indeed set up a 6th season of adventures, and I think Al was supposed to go looking for him, if I remember correctly. But maybe they can pick up the pieces,
fix it.
Anyway,
that's all. I mean, the only positive I see in this is they can fix the ending of the original, because other than that, I'm just like, it's another reboot. I mean, it might be good. I'm not holding my breath. I don't hold my breath anymore. I would wish it to be good, but
Surprise us, NBC.
I would like that surprise. Thank you. That would be a nice surprise for a change.
All right, so we gotta wrap this one up.
Yep.
Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We'll talk later.
Bye.